Hello, my name is Joe Ragland, playmaker for Treviso Basket. Really, obviously, the language barrier. Going to Spain my rookie year was a little difficult, but I adjusted pretty well, and now we 13, 14 years in, and everything's smooth. The IQ, high IQ, from playmaker to center, everybody could think the game. So, it's a real special brand of basketball in Europe, and I'm glad to be a part of it. What I remember about my first year in Italy was so long ago. Now it was the environment first of all was special. Coming from Spain, even though Spain is a beautiful country, I was surprised on how Italy was so just special, and the land around Cantu, which is Milan, and you got Roma. The history of Italy, I really enjoyed, and the basketball was smooth. Andrea was a hell of a coach. Also, the next year with Pino Sacripanti was a hell of a coach, and we had a lot of success. So, I believe that was the beginning, and it jump-started my career to pretty much what it is now. Yeah, it was cool. I was young, though. I was like my third year. But, even some of the guys from that team I still have a relationship with, and it was a special year, and it was also a learning curve for me to play against great competition so young. And I believe it helped me, during the years to really continue my game and enhance my IQ. Yeah, as a basketball player, I think, honestly, me starting out in Spain, which is the toughest league, it prepared me for every other league. I feel like I've done well in every league I played in because I was able to step foot in Spain right away. And it kind of gave me the feel that I needed to continue in every other league. So, and as far as life, it just opened my mind up, allowed me to see that the world is bigger than what we think in America, and outside of America, inside of America rather, what we think in my city and in my neighborhoods, So I was able to expand my horizons mentally, and now life is, it's grown a lot, and I've seen a lot. So, that's appreciative to my journey being in Europe for so many years. For sure. I think it's an approach. You got to carry that mentality every day, even in practices. And I just think it's the way I was raised, man. I come up from a basketball family, so my mindset has always been win. And my approach in an everyday basis has been always to work hard. So I feel like for most of my career, you can see, based on the successes that I've had, that, it's not luck. It's hard work. Well, I had a couple options, but what convinced me was really to just get Treviso back to the name that they carry around Europe. I felt like it was a great opportunity for me to come here and, lead this team with a lot of great players. And it was just a new challenge, come back to Italy, a place that I've had a lot of success, and, to get this team, who is a successful club, back to who they are. So, it's a challenge that I accept, and, we working every day and pushing every day to, make that a reality. I mean, obviously, being a playmaker, I'm one of the leaders of the team. But my attitude has always been a winning attitude everywhere I've been. But the beauty of this team is it's not only just me. We got a lot of guys that's been around, played a lot of great basketball with a lot of great experience. So, we're trying to find a way to put it all together, all our experiences together, and, make it a successful season. To the fans of Treviso, we want you to come out, support us, and bring energy for us and through the ups and downs. And, we're going to try to make it a successful season for y'all.